morning, guys. I did not sleep well yesterday, and this time it wasn't because Jared snored. I think that I need to either start taking my acid reflux medicine more often, or I need to kind of tone it down with the pumpkin spice, because I get really bad acid reflux, and I've been able to keep it at bay to the point where it hasn't really affected me like at all. I mean, I've had an orange a day, which it's been a very long time since I've been able to do that. But I think with this amount of cinnamon that I've been having in a lot of my dishes, because I have it almost every meal. I know, bad Dani, bad Dani. Last night I had like a really bad, it wasn't really bad. It was just like I hadn't had one in a while. Excuse me, I had a bad episode where my acid reflux was really bad, and it kept me up for a really long time. Like, I only got about 6.5 hours sleep. I was up for like an hour though. So, and on top of that, I'm still battling my cold. And my cold medicine also messes with my digestive system. So now I have 2 problems going on. So with lack of sleep, needless to say, I don't feel that great. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask for an ER, because I can afford to shave off another hour or so off of my shift. So I'll see you guys after work. Also, I'm vlogging now instead of in the car, because I want to focus on driving, because driving has been such an anxiety thing for me. Like, I get so paranoid. So anyway, I'm gonna get on the road now. Hello, guys. So if my eyes look poofy, there's a reason for that. So first off, I want to say I am blessed that I have a job. I'm also blessed that I have managers and people who want to keep me there and want to work hard for me to be able to stay and keep the job that I currently have. I literally could be a lot worse off. Me getting into an accident and all of that kind of showed me how blessed I really am. So I understand that. That said, just like anyone in anyone's career, they want to better themselves or, excel, succeed, like promotions. It's just how it is in any profession. So I have been bouncing around with the idea of putting in for a transfer to go to the Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique, to possibly go into children's activities, to resorts. I've even kind of been bouncing around with the idea of opening the new Mickey ride, because supposedly it's going to be in our area. And definitely, I had been kind of planning on opening Galaxy's Edge, and that might be kind of like the mile marker of, my 5-year, technically 6-year, but officially my 5 years at Disney. I was very much looking forward to that. So I recently, as you all know, I've had issues with my record card. Long story short, called out a lot. GMR was not easy to do. And need I remind you that I did not choose GMR. I was, kicked out of the launch bay when I opened, where I was happy, because Disney hired too many cast members. So that's the long story short. And GMR was understaffed, and so we all were working long hours, and it was exhausting in general for me. So, fast forward to now, I have several points on my record card. I've done very good this year, but the last month it's been difficult. And so recently I, with the accident, almost had a hiccup of, possibly getting my 4th reprimand, which means I would have been fired from the company. So luckily my manager stepped in, were awesome, saved the day. With that said, I wanted to double check and make sure that I was correct on all of that. So I recently had a meeting with my managers that was back in their offices. And so at the end of the meeting, I said, hey, can I ask you guys a question about the details on reprimands and so on and so forth? Because it's not something that they actually are very clear on. They're very clear on our points system, but when it comes to our reprimands, that's something completely different. for those who are confused with the differences, too many points, you get reprimands. After a certain amount of reprimands, you're done. I've talked about this multiple times. So I wanted to get like the clear, because I had heard like several different things from coordinators and other cast members and misunderstandings through the years. So I was like, okay, tell me what the exact rule is. Let me know. So, from what I heard, and I could have misunderstood because I had them explain it to me multiple times. Mind you, I am sick. I am running on just over 6 hours sleep. This is towards the end of my shift, so I could have very easily have misunderstood him, even though I asked him to explain it twice. After your second reprimand, reprimands fall off after 1 year, so one reprimand will fall off in a year. When you have your second one, it takes 2 years, which I don't know why on earth they would do that. Galaxy's Edge opens next fall. That means that I won't be able to have the opportunity to be on those teams at all. And with literally all of my friends now getting trainer and coordinator and excelling in their Disney career and going places, and most likely will not be staying in this area when all of that stuff, all those rides open, I'm literally going to be stuck in the same position for a whole other year while all of my friends get to succeed just because I couldn't take Great Movie Ride and there was nothing I can do about it. And yes, this has turned into a venting vlog because I've spent the last hour and a half crying about it. But I'm tomorrow going to demand to sit down and look at it and be like, yo, I think I misunderstood what you meant yesterday. We need to have a one-on-one talk. So on that note, like I said, I'm happy that I have a job. I'm happy I have a place that I can go. I can still work out. I still have my seniority and my schedule. I just can't succeed in my Disney career any more than I already am. Which is sad because everyone wants me to become trainer, and it's just kind of like a constant reminder that I can't be one. But I'm going to read my Tone It Up book because I didn't have time to read it this morning. Ironically, today's word is forgiving, letting it go, letting bad things that happen go. So that's what I'm going to try and do. I'm going to do some yoga, take a shower, drink some tea, and just kind of relax. My cold hasn't really gotten any better, and I'm sure with me crying, it's probably going to be worse. But I hope everyone is having a wonderful week. I am actually, other than that, I did actually have a rather good day. There was nothing really major to complain about. I got to work with a lot of my friends and meet a lot of the new trainees. So I am happy where I am, and I'm just upset with the possibilities of me going somewhere and doing something different and not being able to do that. So here we are. And from what the managers told me, they were like, exceptions can be made, just you have to be in contact with us. We want you to stay with us and all this other stuff, because that was under like if I had to call out again and I got like a reprimand type of a thing. So I know that they want me there. I know that the team loves me, and that's great. That's something great that I have on my hands, and maybe they can make an exception. But it's just frustrating coming from me who wants to do things the fair way that I feel like I got cheated out of something that wasn't my fault. But anyway, sorry to end that on the negative note. Again, hope you guys are having a great week, and I will see you guys tomorrow.